Alright, this is going to be our last video, and this is going to be a tremendous problem. And this might take some time, but this could be one of the most valuable lessons you've ever learned in school. And what I would encourage you to do is, if you feel like your attention is slipping, pause the video, take a break, walk away, come back. But I want you to leave this video with some of the realest knowledge I can ever give you in your own practical life. For a lot of you, a car might legitimately wind up being the second or third most expensive decision you ever make in your life. So let's go ahead and talk through this. The 2021 Ford Mustang has a list price of 27,125 and has an annual depreciation rate of 13%. Cars are not an asset. Cars are a liability. Cars cost you money over time. This is something that not a lot of people are truly aware of or truly take into consideration. So we're going to start there. We're going to start with this and the annual depreciation rate. And I want you to know that this whole problem is going to be considered at the end of 6 years. At the end of 6 years. So let's tackle this depreciation rate over 6 years. Okay, here we have the formula for exponential growth or exponential decay. The depreciation value of a car can be modeled quite simply. We're going to say, you know what? We're going to take this guy and we're going to say after 6 years, when something starts out at a value of 27,125 and it decreases at a 13% rate, so I'm going to say a 13% decrease annually. Now remember, we don't put in 0.13. What we say is, okay, well, we're going to do 100%. And if it's depreciating, if it's getting less expensive, we subtract off 13. And that's going to wind up giving us an 87%. Now remember, to get our decay rate, we take that decimal and go 2 places to the left, and we get 0.87. So this is our decay rate. And once again, we're going to be raising this up to the 6th power. So let's go find out, what is the real value of your car after 6 years? This Ford Mustang looks like an awesome car, convertible, all right. How much could you potentially sell this? So 27,125. So here I've got kind of my dummy calculator. All right, this is for easy calculations. 27, whoa. Alright, so 27,125, parentheses, 0.87, this is our rate of decay, close parentheses. I click with my little A to the B. We're going to do this for 6 years. My $27,000 car, is now, sorry guys, I don't know why it's being so cantankerous, is now worth only $11,762. It is now worth $11,762.11. I want y'all to think about this. After 6 years, this thing that we paid $27,000, it's essentially lost about $15,000, roughly $400. It's lost about $15,400. Right off the bat, is this a good purchase? Is it? Is this a good purchase? No, you are losing money. You're hemorrhaging money. But that's not the full picture. So I want y'all to see this. This is our value. This is the value of our car after 6 years. Let's go to the second part of our equation. Okay, so we know the value of this car after 6 years. But let's talk about the cost of this car over 6 years. And to do that, we're going to do all of our standard things. We know that this is the price that we're going to buy it at. We know that we're going to put a down payment of $3,000. We're going to take this loan out for 6 years, and we're going to have a modest 5.56% interest rate. We're going to get our bumper-to-bumper warranty for $2,800 and our gap insurance for $1,200. Notice this is more expensive because it's a more expensive car. Okay, now one quick note. Remember, our auto insurance, I'm using a different color here, our weekly gas, our toll fees, those come after the monthly payments. So let's tackle finding the monthly payments now. Okay, what is our loan amount going to be? Well, we have our $27,125 loan original amount. We're going to subtract off our down payment, $3,000. There's our DP. We're going to add on our bumper-to-bumper coverage of $2,800, and so that's our extended warranty. And we're going to add on our gap insurance, which, let's see, our gap insurance was $1,200. Now remember, these things, this is a brand new car. This is not used. These things, you might actually consider these scams. You might actually consider these not worth it when you're buying a new car. They're really only going to jack up the price, and new cars are typically reliable. If you don't get them, you're making less of a gamble than if you were to buy a used car. Remember, when buying a used car, you should definitely get those things. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's tackle this on our simple calculator. We've got that $27,125. We're going to subtract our down payment of $3,000. We're going to add back our extended warranty for $2,800, and we're going to add back our $1,200 for gap insurance. And notice, this is where they get you. All right, the price of this car is $27,125. Even after your down payment, you're going to be paying more with these other things added on, $28,125. So our A value is $28,125. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about our interest rate, R. We know that that's going to be 5.56. Yep, 5.56%. I'm going to divide that by 12. Remember, I have to move it 2 decimal places to the left, 0.0556 divided by 12. And let's see what that looks like. 0.0556 divided by 12. And roughly speaking, we'll get 0.0046. 0.0046. By the way, guys, if I round one more digit or I round that 6 incorrectly, it will make my final answer, it'll throw it off a little bit. So guys, if y'all get answers that are very close but not exactly it, that's fine. It just means we rounded differently along the way. And lastly, we know that we're going to take this out for 6 years. So our N, our number of periodic payments, is going to be 6 years times 12 months per year, and this is going to equal 72. Okay, with that being said, let's calculate our monthly payment. Okay, so here's our formula. Our monthly payments are equal to A, giant bracket, R, parentheses 1 plus R to the power of N over 1 plus R to the power of N minus 1. Now let's go ahead and plug in everything that we see. So we see our A value is going to be 28,125. I see that my R value is going to be 0.0046, 0.0046, 0.0046. Really cramming that in, I'm sorry guys. And then our N is 72. I'm going to raise this up to the power of 72. So let's go ahead and plug that in to our calculator. Okay, so I go to my calculator. Remember, I'm keeping one calculator that is always ready to be plugged into one of these formulas. So my loan amount here is $28,125. I see that my R value is 0.0046. Alright, I then get to copy that 2 more times, 0.0046, and down here I'll do the same thing. So guys, if you're doing this, make sure you change everything appropriately. And look guys, we're still in 72 months. Boom, we have our monthly payment, $459.7. Wait a second, what is this 6 in the thousands place due to this 6 in the hundreds place? I should round it up by 1. So we'll have 459.77. 459.77. Did I say 59? I sure did. 459.77. Okay, now from here, remember, we're going to have to add on all of our things. So I'm going to put P plus our interest plus our toll plus our gas. And let's kind of go figure those things out individually. I will do interest in this light colored blue. So our interest is $1,116. And remember, that's going to be for a 6-month premium. So let's go back to our dummy Desmos calculator. And we'll go 1116. And then we'll go ahead and divide that by 6 months. And we can see that comes out to 186. Okay, so here we'll say this is going to be our monthly principal, 459.77, plus, and I'll use different colors for all of these, 186. We know, why not use red? We know that our toll tag is going to be red. And let's see, what was our toll? Well, here it says our toll is going to be $40 a month. Guys, that's super easy. The toll, it's in monthly payments. So we're just going to go, okay, plus 40, that's for our toll. And lastly, for our gas, why not go ahead and do this kind of magenta color? What are we going to spend in gas for this? Well, $42 a week. All right, so gas will be 42 times 4, which should be like what, 168? Okay, and so we can add 168. So if we add these 4 numbers, we're going to get our real, remember, our real monthly cost. The monthly payment plus the insurance plus the toll tag plus the gas. And let's go ahead and plug that in. 459. All right, so 459 459.77 plus, we know that our insurance was 186. I can see it off here to the right. Plus, we know our toll tag was 40. Plus, and we know that our gas was 168. Guys, the monthly cost of the Mustang in this problem, the real monthly cost, the actual cost to you is going to be $853.77. $853.77 per month. I'm going to say that one more time, per month. That is almost as much as some people pay in rent. Now, we're not done. I'm going to take you all to the third and final part of this, which I believe is the most important thing for you to understand. So if you need to, pause the video, take a break, take a stretch. Let me get it set up for y'all. Alright, here it is. Putting it all together. Our real value of the car, what we could sell it for, what it's worth at the end of 6 years, is $11,762.11. We took out a 6-year loan, and our real monthly costs, everything that has to do with this car, everything that's going to come out for this car, is $853.77. Since 6 years is 72 months, we know that we're going to multiply these two things together, and let's go ahead and get our lifetime cost. $853.77. $853.77. Let me go ahead and move this little thing out of the way. Okay, we're going to take this answer. Oh, my apologies. We're going to take this answer and we're going to multiply it by 72, and our lifetime cost, guys, this sounds absurd. For a $28,000 car at the start of all this, our lifetime cost for this Mustang will be $61,471. $61,471.44. Okay, and did I write that right? 471. Good. Now, here's the final thing. We have our lifetime cost. This is everything that we paid for this car over 6 years, $61,471.44. And what we're going to do is we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract the real value. Or we're going to subtract our real value. And remember, that is $11,762.11. And our question is, what do we have to show? Or our question is, how much money have we lost on this car after I subtract these two? So 61,471, and then we're going to take that and we're going to subtract $11,762.11. And okay guys, I'm sorry. Something is going wrong here. Let me see. Oh yeah, something is, oh, duh. There we go. All right. When we do $61,471.44 minus 11,762.11, this is the amount of money that we have wasted. 49,700, and I believe it said 3. Oh, 709 and 33 cents. All right, this amount of money you get 0 return from. All right, you get 0 return. Now you can make some arguments if we're going to go into like a kind of economics, and you could say, well, this car allowed me to go to work, and because I could go to work, I could make more money. You could say maybe, hey, having, this nice of a car gave me some extra status at work and allowed me to make better connections, which allowed me to make more money. But the reality is that that is probably not the case. All right, people will use all sorts of justifications to waste money, but if your argument is getting to work, you can get into work. You could get to work in a $2,000 car. Maybe you might not have heat, you might not have AC, but you're not going to be wasting almost $50,000 over the course of 6 years. All right, maybe it's the whole status thing. Well, if the car is the only thing you have to rely on, if that is your personality, I can assure you that's not going to help you get very far. All right, so really take these things into consideration before making these big ticket purchases. Otherwise, you might be wasting a tremendous amount of money, an almost incalculable amount of money. And here's the thing, most Americans pay off their car or get down to like the last 20% of their car, and then they have to go and then they go sell it because they want a new one. It's Americans constantly getting a new car and paying it down most of the way, and then getting a new car, paying it down most of the way, getting a new car, paying it down most of the way. It's that terrible investment that keeps a lot of people poor over their lifetime. All right, I'll catch you guys in our next lesson.